One time I did see him clear out a whole box of Nerds though.
He took down a whole box of Nerds?
It's supposed to last a week.
Whoa.
And it was just like popping.
Oh. Did his stomach hurt? Did he get sick?
Because I remember I went to his desk, I'm like, clean up your desk. And he's like, all right. And I see him pick up the box like this. I'm like, yo, is that empty? He goes, oh, yeah.
Was there anything that you weren't allowed to eat growing up?
A lot.
Yeah.
What was yours?
Not as much as Bart, probably.
Well, the first one was no meat in the house.
Ooh, that's
My
tough.
mom's vegetarian.
Oh, really?
No meat in the house. So dinner's pretty much sucked.
But did you grow up eating meat, like just in general?
Up to 6, 7, yes. Because my mom was normal. We had like pork chops, like just regular steak, chicken, whatever. And then at 6, when my parents got divorced, my mom went cuckoo. And I think she's gonna save her life by not eating any animals.
Who told her that? Who gave her that idea?
Some like neighbor who moved in close to you guys and like she started hanging out with her too much probably.
He was trying to hit on her,
Yeah.
your mom and stuff.
There's this thing in Buddhism where it's like you don't really repent in the temple because that's just words. It's worthless. In Buddhism, you repent through action. So if your marriage didn't like play out, it's probably something you did before. So then you would like go like, I'm gonna vow the next 5 years to not eat meat.
Instead of fixing your personality or conflict resolution skills, it's
Don't eat beef.
Deprive yourself of one of the building blocks of life.
Yeah, yeah. It's like one of the funniest, stupidest things ever. So I couldn't eat that. And then my mom also just got on a weird nutrition tip. So like anything that had artificial flavors or coloring, she wouldn't let me eat at home.
Wow. So nothing fun.
So Capri Suns, Squeeze-Its, yummy ice creams, none of that. Even if we went to like, let's say a Thrifty's ice cream, as a kid you're really attracted to colors. So you like see like rainbow sherbet, you're like, that's all artificial colors. So I could only get like vanilla or vanilla and coconut or like,
Vanilla and coconut.
like those like grandma
Take the
flavor.
coconut.
Rainbow sherbet to this day blows my brains when I look at it.
It does look fucking crazy.
Or that cotton candy one that's like blue and fucking pink.
Well, the idea that it's an artificial color is funny because even vanilla, like,
Correct.
just because it looks like what you think it would be.
Yeah.
Correct.
Because it's not like the Thrifties is like true Madagascar fucking vanilla ground extract, It's still probably just vanilla flavor. Yeah.
It's not
Extract.
coconut. Yeah. Wow. So you weren't allowed to anything. Her diet basically just reflected on you. But outside of the house, you just ate whatever.
So that was kind of cool. Where like outside of the house, she let me eat whatever. So at school, that's when I can get like McDonald's, Pizza Hut, or whatever.
It was a religious decision that your mom made. Like eating meat is a Buddhist thing, right?
It's a Buddhist. Yeah, you're not trying to eat. You're trying not to eat your dad. Because like they believe in reincarnation. So it's like, what if your dad came back as a cow and now you chopped them up and you just ate your dad?
Somebody's gonna eat them.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes you can eat your dad at McDonald's. That's basically what she was saying.
I guess it's
Once in a while, your dad could pop up in a happy.
I think it's one of those like not on my watch.
Yeah.
Type.
Can't be in the house.
Yeah.
What age until that? What did you say that?
If you want to fucking eat your dad, not when I'm watching.
Until I got kicked out of school, so I moved in with my pops. And my dad's a regular Chinese dude that likes fucking chicken feet and all kinds of crazy shit. So I moved in with my dad and then started eating normal stuff again. But then when I first moved in, since I ate such a clean diet for 9 years pretty much, I would smell my dad cooking any meat and it smelled rancid. Whoa. Like it could be shrimp, chicken, beef, whatever. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Did someone die?
No way. How sad.
What was a normal meal like at home then for many years of that's vegetarian? Like what would?
Lots of
Leeks.
like, well, I don't even know if you can eat leeks. So in Buddhist vegetarianism is even crazier because you can't eat aphrodisiacs either. Because they're emotionally charging. So
It's gonna make you horny.
onions
are aphrodisiacs?
or things that like kind of get you going. So onions are out of the question. Garlic's out of the question.
Onions gets you guys horny or what?
No, there's 5. There's specifically 5 things, and I think leeks is one of them. There's 5 things that in vegetarian Buddhist vegetarian restaurants, they will not cook with those things. So if you go to Happy Fam on Atlantic, there's 0 garlic in any of their food. Because there's those 5 things.
I didn't know that those were considered aphrodisiacs.
Yeah, because it fucking get you going or some shit. I don't know.
What the?
It's like it makes you want to fuck.
Because you're trying to remain peaceful. You're trying to remain peaceful.
That's true, because if you're a Buddhist monk trying not to jack off,
That makes sense.
you don't want like to eat an oyster and be hard all night.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of
Especially
rough.
if it's just you and your mom in the bed.
And we're just ever so slightly grazing each other.
Couple years, it's gonna feel like
But good thing we didn't have those vegetables.
Yeah.
So none of us were aroused.
no garlic around the house. Yeah, it's good.
Dude, that must be rough.
Oh man.
Oh, garlic.
I can't imagine being a teenage
Yeah,
monk.
no garlic, dude.
Dude, I'll be like fucking horny and I'm like, God, I need to jack off right now, but I'll be so sinful.
Maybe that's where my low T came from all the years of not having the ingredients of tea. I don't know, dude.
Could that be linked?
That's probably it, boys.
Have you ever measured really high though in the past?
I never got it measured.
Oh.
But yeah, so even smelling meat for the first time, even opening like, let's say Oscar Mayer like ham sandwich meat, I'd be like this. Oh, what is this? Fucking pussy? Like it would be like just a crazy smell of meat.
Yeah, but I feel like Chinese veggies is fire still.
It
bro.
is.
I feel like the way Chinese cook veggies.
But then now imagine your dinner is just 5 veggies. It's like rice and then just
5-course meal of veggies.
If I was gonna be vegetarian though, Chinese is the way to go. Chinese or Indian.
That's what I was saying. I was like,
Indochina like type of
Because they can eat vegetables and it doesn't taste like vegetarian. Like when you're eating American vegetarian stuff, you're like,
ass.
Ugh, bland.
I don't want a fucking bowl of salad every day.
Hell, bro.
Look,
Yeah.
just like that's all you did, steam it. Like that shit whack. Like there's no fucking.
Then after they start getting really creative, and then so you eat stuff like like lotus root, like a wood ear, like they have all kinds of crazy vegetables, and that became my normal thing. Like just having, I remember having my best friends over for dinner, because like when you're a kid, you always want to share meals with your friends. And then I brought 2 of my friends over, and then the next day they told me never to invite them because they threw up after.
How do you throw up off of vegetables? That's a weak ass stomach.
You're a kid. I feel like if
But then you go to your homie's house and they got mac and cheese with sliced hot dogs inside. You're
that's
like,
why.
dude, what the fuck is this?
Next level shit.
What was the foods you couldn't eat growing up for some damn?
We were religious as hell.
So they adhered to all of that stuff, or you
No.
can't have.
So we ate red meat.
Okay.
We ate like beef. We didn't eat pork.
Yeah.
We ate a lot of fish, but mostly beef and fish.
No shellfish.
No shellfish.
What about the sweet shrimp on the sushi? You can't eat that then?
No shrimp.
No shrimp at all. Yeah.
But well, so my uncle was a pastor, so when you go to his house, it was strict like pescatarian.
Oh, okay.
Our house, we still ate red meat.
Good compromise.
Or else you can't have Yoshinoya.
Yeah, no, we love. But also, I was I was, what do you call it? Like I was allergic to a lot of foods, so I mainly ate fish, beef, and vegetables.
nice.
We
And
couldn't
fruit.
even have
I
like
couldn't
if
eat rice
something
and-
was cooked in lard, you still couldn't have it. Oh my.
Wow.
It doesn't matter if it's pork or beef lard or whatever?
If it was pork oil, yeah, you could. So none of the Hostess products we could have. So like Twinkies, Ding Dongs, there's all of it has like a lard fry.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. It says on the ingredients.
You know how like in the Old Testament they have like unclean kind of foods, right? Like they go they have rules, and then I think out of that like Muslims they created halal, and then like Jewish people they created like kosher.
Yeah.
But then the Seventh-day Adventists, we have a wonderful prophet who had a dream about like all these fucking bad animals that like they were eating.
Cloven hoof animals.
Yeah, and then they had extra rules on top of it. So it has to be like fish with gills, I think.
Oh.
No, and then that's why you can't eat catfish, no bottom feeders, no shrimp.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
Yeah.
So you could eat like trout.
Nothing that cleans the ocean.
Yeah, or it has to be fish with like scales.
What about like a halibut? Is that considered
halibut.
That's okay? Isn't that like a bottom ocean type thing or no?
I don't know.
I don't think they're a bottom feeder though.
I think catfish is the main one you couldn't have.
Yeah, catfish, like sea slugs, whatever.
Lobsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know what a lobster even tasted like until after high school.
And did you like it after?
It's pretty good.
Dude, lobster is fire.
And then you had to have hooves, animals with hooves
Yeah.
and multiple stomachs.
Yeah, weird.
So no pork, but you could do cow. And you know the founder of Kellogg's, the cornflakes, he's a Seventh-day Adventist, and he was trying to develop some unhorny foods. So when young men ate it, it'll chill them the fuck out. Wow. And so cornflakes was one of those.
What about the other animals like lamb or goats? Could you guys eat that stuff?
I'm
Actually, you
sure,
can. You can,
but
but we
culturally,
just-
Asians didn't eat it.
Yeah.
So like,
Goats have hooves, right?
yeah, I think other churches might eat it.
It's a hoof
but
type
like,
too. It's like a has to have the split or something.
That's so hard.
I picture like one of those like I don't even know what they're called, zoologists or something. And then you have like a church leader, and you go, and what about this? No. I'm like, what about this? And you find one of those animals that are like in between, like a platypus. What about this? And they're like, I don't know.
That's when you know they're winging it.
Yeah.
They're winging it.
Well, it does look like a duck. It does look like a duck. Man.
I feel like the church has invented its own foods though that is very unique to SDA. Like
Fried chick. You ever seen that?
Is that
It's like it's just chicken that's not real. Like it's just vegetarian chicken.
I've seen that.
Is it made out of gluten? Deep fried
Man,
gluten?
I never ate that.
Or
It was
sea oils and
gross.
shit like that.
We ate a lot of gluten. Like literal just like they would skim the top, get gluten, and they would make fried chicken karaage and stuff with that.
So it's like just the gluten.
Yeah, it's kind of good actually. It tastes like like a chicken nugget.
Oh, a lot of Chinese vegetarian food has gluten stuff like that too.
Yeah, and they'll make chicken nuggets out of that, right?
Yeah.
Also, I think they had pretty fire like veggie patties before like Whole Foods and all that stuff had it.
Oh yeah, there was lots of Our whole school had veggie burgers because they wouldn't serve real burgers.
You can't eat red meat too?
They just don't serve it to the kids. So you could bring whatever you wanted to send them to school. You could bring your own lunch. You could have
Cool.
You could have burgers, but they won't.
You want a black bean patty for lunch?
They don't serve meat for school lunches.
No.
Yeah.
I remember going to my uncle's and then they're like, we're gonna make sandwiches. And there was literally just sandwiches, like with alfalfa, lettuce, tomato, piece of cheese, and that was it.
Yeah, that sounds whack.
And I was like, what the fuck? Where's the meat?
There's even some people that don't eat fig Newtons because there's a tiny percentage that there's going to be little creatures from the tree in there.
What are you talking about?
Because there's a slight chance that there's going to be a bug
Helps,
in the fig.
You know how like there's different levels of vegan? I feel like SDA people try to outdo themselves of like what level of vegetarian you were.
Like how far can the stick go up our ass?
Yeah, do they know that like as you sleep and shit like that, you eat like 17 spiders a year or something?
Yeah, you have to ask for forgiveness in the morning.
But they must be doing something right because you know Loma Linda's a
They live a long time.
So how many football games do they win?
What kind of stats they got on that?
They got hollow bones getting fucking crushed.
Yeah.
Did you guys have Coke when you were kids?
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
we could drink. I mean,
Sugar and all this stuff, I feel like they don't really have.
they didn't really regulate.
I couldn't have Coca-Cola unless it was like New Year's.
What? Wait, what was the reason for that?
I don't know, my parents are fucking weird.
But did you have snacks and sugar and
Yeah, no, we're garbage, Southern garbage. So like we ate, like we had all kinds of bullshit. Like
But just Coca-Cola. That was the only thing.
yeah, Coca-Cola. I couldn't do any sodas until New Year's time. It was a special occasion thing.
What about juice? Could you have tons of apple
You
juice,
could have juice, yeah.
but just no sodas?
That's how we were too.
Really?
Is the reason for that?
Bro, I don't know.
What if that's why you're so tall? Because it's actually good for you.
You think?
What if someday his mom's like, it was because you got so horny?
So horny.
You used to be fucking all the pillows in the house.
But obviously, I went the other way. Like as soon as I became an adult, I'm like, "Fuck you guys! I'm drinking
Yeah.
Coke Zero all day, bitch.
Yeah.
Deal with it."
That was the only restriction you had dietary wise?
That's the one that sticks out in my brain. Where like I would go to a
Funny.
friend's house and be like, "We can have Coca-Cola whenever we want. Get the fuck out of here!" You know, like shit like that.
It's like a New Year's champagne toast.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
legit.
Seeing other people's pantries though did make me go, oh man, are we poor?
Oh, yeah?
Because we probably had like different like high quality shit. It's just when you're a kid, when you see like all the dopest snacks and everything, like Twinkies, Little Debbie's, like
Twinkies
you
was
just
the
go,
main thing.
you're in fucking heaven, right?
Twinkies was the main thing I was jealous of about everybody.
Yeah.
Like Twinkies, I wanted so bad.
They still make them.
Is it because of the shape?
I just had it one time at school. Yeah. I had it one time at school from some other kid's lunch, and I fell in love, and I was just like, oh my God, can you bring more of these? And then he just didn't have any more. And I was like dreaming of 'em every day.
I do remember having either like, fuck, I forgot what it was for. Maybe it was like, you know, where we have to bring like earthquake kits or something.
Yeah.
And then that you pack it with stuff that lasts forever. Right. And at the end of the year, the teacher gives it back to you. And then a lot of my classes, that you get to eat that for like lunch or whatever, or you get to share. And I think that's when I had my first Twinkie or Hostess thing. And I remember like getting fucking high. Like I ate it and I'm like, oh, dude, my fucking ears feel light or something.
Maybe it fermented or something.
Did you guys ever have that Little Debbie's strawberry swirl one?
Never had that, no.
Oh my God in heaven.
Little Debbie's.
That shit is insane. The strawberry swirl one, right? The little roll.
Like a cinnamon roll, but like in.
But strawberry swirl with whipped cream.
Did you think ham and stuff was gross though?
I loved it.
Oh, you still loved all the things that we couldn't eat?
Bologna, all that
Really?
stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. Wait, ham? Like the veggie ham? Or you mean like
Veggie
Ham,
ham.
like pig.
Big ham.
Because you know the stuff. Well, because I grew up thinking all that stuff was gross because I never had it, so I would look at it and go, ew, look at that shrimp. Ugh.
I think sometimes my parents couldn't read English, right? So like we would have bologna, and I'm like, tastes different. And maybe I didn't know, but you know how like they mix pork, chicken, and whatever in bologna? We would have that. We would have salami with the.
Did you have
peppercorn.
spam? You had spam?
We didn't have spam.
I never had spam until I went to Hawaii.
Really?
Spam's so fucking good
Yeah,
though.
we had spam.
I don't even have that palate.
The first time I had spam,
I mean, I don't have like it. I can't taste anything. It just tastes like corned beef to me.
Yeah. It's about right.
That's a good
Yeah.
comp.
I can't even tell the difference.
first time I ate it was raw.
Raw.
That's crazy.
Because me and my Korean buddy was
crazy.
playing army, so we would be like,
You act like that was rations.
he had like a piece of spam, and back then it was the thing that you twist it with.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like, all right, it's lunchtime. And then he busted it out, and he went like this, and we were sitting in his backyard with forks just eating spam.
It's like eating dog food.
Yeah. And then we're like, I was just like, I think I was in so much character. I just felt like this is good because I had nothing else to eat. I'm
Wow,
starving
you're such a
soldier.
good actor, dude.
Yeah. And we're just sitting there like two kids in the backyard fucking eating spam out of a can.
Savage.
Yeah.
You could eat whatever you wanted your whole life growing up.
Yeah, except like soda. Like like we're allowed to drink soda like outside, whatever. But inside the house, my mom never bought.
Never stocked it up, huh?
Never. It was just water or boricha. It was like
Oh, that barley water, barley tea.
What is that? What is that?
it's like tea, but you warm it up and you put it in the fridge and it's cold.
It's like a barley tea. It's like a brown water.
Brown water, yeah, and it just hits so good.
It tastes pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. It's like fire.
I had a fat kid who was my buddy when I was a kid, and going to his house was like going to Willy Wonka's factory, dude. Because like they had just stocked pantry. The mom was like morbidly obese, could barely get to the door. So it was like, dude, it was like Mountain Dew cases as tall as fucking Joe in there.
Wow.
Like stacked up, everything you could think of, all the sugary cereals you could ever dream of, Cinnamon Toast Crunch everywhere.
Is she alive?
She is, she's still alive because she got into weightlifting like 10 years ago.
No way.
She got into like powerlifting and like lost all the weight and shit like that. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, she got out of that rascal scooter, dude. Eventually,
Holy shit, that's a big deal.
She was really using that?
she was using the rascal thing to get around, brother.
Oh, no.
The only cereal I was allowed to eat was Honey Bunches of Oats, because it would have like fucking nuts and almonds or whatever
Healthy,
in it.
dude.
And we would only get one at a time. So if it was the blue one, then we had that. And if we want to switch to the yellow one, we would have that one.
Yellow one's the honey one.
And I remember going to like my friend's house, and when people's pantries look like the supermarket, you know, it's like Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and like in the morning they get to wake up and choose what they want. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'll never forget. We were driving one time, and my mom was like, I was like, you know, I don't know why people say Elise is fat. She's not fat. And my mom was like, Steven, she's fat. Like, I was just trying to be polite, you know, because like, I'm a little kid and that's my friend's mom.
Yeah.
But like, she's like, Steven, she's fat.
Because she was fat.
Fat, dude. Her fat was fat.
Was she on like disability, you think? And was just like that?
No, she
bad
was
habits.
just like really fat.
But she wasn't like.
Because she ended up doing weightlifting later. She was just like, I don't know, in the stage of life. I think she had a bunch of kids. They just popped out a shitload of kids, and she just got gigantic.
Obese.
Is that the way, like, truly, like, now that you guys, like, well, now you have a kid, is that the way that little kids get fat? Is just their parents just let them eat whatever the fuck?
I think so.
I think it's a balance. It's a balance of a bunch of stuff, like how active they are. Are they glued to an iPad or whatever? So with Taika, like we're in fitness, so we understand, you know, like the diet and stuff. But then I also don't want to rob him of a childhood. So we try to have this balance where he's allowed to have one sweet thing a day.
Okay.
So if he has like a fucking Snickers bar, then for dinner he can't have soda. So he's like he chooses, you know. So he'll be like, "Hey Papa, can we go get a Slurpee?" I'm like, "Sure, but just know that later you can't have this and this," and it'll be up to him. So usually on Fridays, because we do like pizza party nights, he won't have any sugar the whole day, so he can have root beer with his pizza.
That's cool.
So it lets him like.
So he's more responsible.
Has he ever, like, in the morning, he's like, I'm going to do Snickers now, and then at nighttime, he's like, Dad, root beer and pizza, come on, they go together.
He'll try. Yeah, he'll
You said one thing.
like he'll be like, what if I open the bag of M&Ms and I only eat 3 of them? Then can I have 2 sips of root beer? Like he'll try to like.
He's trying to gamify it.
Gotta try.
But what's cool is now that he does an extra sport, because he started doing swimming, I'm like, you know, since you're burning more calories, you earned yourself more calories. So I let him know that it's also about that. So on the days he's like doing basketball and swimming, he gets 2 sweet things. So he's actually really excited to do.
What's his
sports.
favorite thing to choose?
He fucking loves root beer.
Wow.
And he fucking loves Oreos. And he loves. What's crazy is I thought every kid liked peanut butter. He doesn't like peanut butter at all.
What?
So Nutter Butter doesn't really care about peanut butter jelly sandwiches. He doesn't care about.
He's just wrong.
Yeah.
He'll learn eventually.
Yeah, he loves Oreos.
Take it back.
Gushers? He has Gushers yet?
I don't think he's that big on like those type of like.
Don't show him gushers yet, dude. It's too early.
One time
gonna
I
ruin
did
his
see him
brain.
clear out a whole box of Nerds though.
He took down a whole box of Nerds?
Yeah.
The crunchies.
I was like, dude, what happened? And he's like, I was just watching TV. I got carried away. Because he knows he's supposed to ration it, but like it was like supposed to last a week. Whoa. And it was just like popping.
Did his stomach hurt? Did he get sick?
No, but I was like,
His mouth was all purple and shit.
because I remember I went to his desk. So I clean up your desk. And he's like, all right. And I see him pick up the box like this. I'm like, yo, is that empty? He goes, oh, yeah.
The gas.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit.
Has he had Nerd Rope, dude?
Nerd rope is pretty crazy.
Don't give it to him.
Don't give it to him. Don't give him Nerd Rope.
It's too early. You gotta hold off if you can.